Let's talk about that stock where they had really bad news on the earnings call. That would be LegalZoom. Now, a lot of you know what LegalZoom does. Basically, instead of you going into a lawyer's office, you can do online an awful lot of legal documents where you buy a document that was prepared by lawyers and so forth. Maybe it's a rental agreement. Maybe it's an LLC, whatever it might be. Well, their current board chairman is now going to be the CEO, the chairman, the chief executive officer. Why is that? Well, because they cut their full year guidance and the stock fell by 30%.
So not good.
Yeah, that is not good. And their CEO, Dan Wernikoff, is going to be out immediately. So that is another thing that people are going to focus on and say, why was he tossed?
If you miss, and you miss on one side of it, you're missing on the free cash flow. That was a miss as well. And then you talk about the revenue outlook being pretty awful. That's not so good. But there seems like there's got to be something more than just that, John, to have the CEO ousted now. This isn't like, hey, look, we're giving you 3 months, 6 months, whatever. But that's not the case here. They got rid of him. They took a chairman of the board. That man now is the CEO. That will be an interesting thing. Stock's only down 27, 30%, something like that, John. It's at its 52-week lows at 533. There's huge turnover going on right now. The balance sheet itself is really not that bad. But that being said, they projected things that don't look all that good. So there's a lot of explaining that needs to get done. And I think that's what they're in the process of doing. But they're accelerating that process immediately with this move happening today. That makes it very interesting. I don't want to speculate. I have no idea, but I would say it feels like there's more to it even than whatever we already know. I think there's something we don't know.
Yeah, the unknowns are what people are worried about here. And folks, in 21, when this came public, I think in 2021 or thereabouts, the stock was basically $40 a share, and it fluctuated between like 35 and $40 a share. Right now, it's lucky. Today it traded down to $5.33. So far it's holding at that level that we've talked about before, Pete, where if you don't have at least $5, a lot of companies can't invest in you. A lot of endowments and trusts and all the rest can't invest in your stock. So at least they're holding above that level. But yeah, this is not good